A charcuterie board is okay.
Stop, Sal.
You know what it is?
Stop,
it's too rich.
Sal.
It's too rich. It's too much. I don't want to eat 9 different slices of processed meats.
Sal,
I don't want to eat.
Every time I come to your house for a function, what is out on the table before anything
else?
A charcuterie board.
Yes.
A charcuterie board. Never have you put out bread and butter.
Well, because
not once.
Because that's not apropos. If I'm a company, I'm not just going to put out baskets of bread and butter.
Right, it's the best
I'm talking
thing
about
ever.
Theoretically, I would love to have
but
that.
it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever.
In my opinion, it is. But I don't know if people come over for a social gathering if I'm just going to put out a basket of bread.
Because it's not the best thing ever.
No, it's just not appropriate for that exact function.
In fact, when you have served a bread-based dish here in the department of bread and butter, it has always been garlic bread. Even when we've had pasta dinners together, you have not put basic bread and butter down.
Because I'm going the extra mile with the garlic bread. But you're talking about bread too, Joe. You're talking about bread. You're talking about everything bread encompasses? Everything. Semolina bread, French bread, English muffins, rye bread. Every single bread that you could think of is included in bread. Butter on any of those things.
Yeah, but we're not
Toasted,
talking about we're not talking about the use of bread.
Sliced.
We're not talking about the variety of bread. We're not talking about the bread being a cornerstone. We're talking about the dish specifically of butter on bread. That's what we're talking about.
I don't think you
In other words, a basket comes out, you butter a roll.
Have you ever in your life, and tell me the truth because I think I know the answer, Pimp, you could weigh in as well. Have either of you ever in your life, lives, heard someone say they didn't like bread and butter? Ever in your life?
I can speak to that. Have I heard somebody say they don't like it? No. Have I seen people repeatedly push it aside at the top of a meal in a restaurant?
That's because they don't want to fill up, or they're on a diet, or
They don't
whatever.
want to fill up. They're on a diet.
I've seen people like
the butter's too hard.
I don't eat processed meats.
The calories.
I don't eat cured meats. I don't eat processed meats. I don't want cheese. Charcuterie.
Babe, I have never seen a charcuterie board at a table that people didn't have.
A beautiful charcuterie board. It looks beautiful. People serve it at weddings, at dinners.
I have never seen a charcuterie hit a table that people did not house. I've never seen it.
I'm talking about
I've never seen one go down and go to waste.
I would rather have bread and butter in front of me than a board of a charcuterie for me. It's only so much salami, supersad, mortadella, and all that other stuff that you can eat.
There's only so much bread and butter you can eat.
There's almost not, though. I would eat it. I would eat it until I get sick. I would eat bread and butter until I get sick. I swear to you. If it was socially acceptable.
Salami and cheese till I got sick.
It's too much. It's too. And then you have the.
I'll take you to the most basic.
Both the highly, very much high sodium and processed in both the meats and the cheeses. Look,
your butter's high in sodium.
You take a little.
Your butter's high in sodium. You realize that?
I know, but it's not like the meat, man. You take a slice of meat, a slice
salted
of
butter is
prosciutto or something, right?
Sodium.
Tasty. You take a little cheese, you put it in there, you put a cracker with it, you eat it. It's nice, but 2, 3 of those, I gotta tap out. I could eat bread and butter every day. Could you eat charcuterie every day?
Yes.
You could eat charcuterie every day.
I eat at lunch almost every day. I eat a version of charcuterie because I try not to eat bread a lot. So I'm eating olives and I mean you're leaving out you're talking about just the meats and cheeses.
Babe, a charcuterie board is a meat and cheese board.
You go into my cabinet right now? You go into my cabinet? You should see the pepper game I have going on in my apartment right now. You should see the pepper game.
Hold on. You're going to an antipasto. I'm talking charcuterie.
No, charcuterie can contain peppers
because it's Instagrammable and photographical. And why it's spiking in popularity. Because people like to arrange the patterns and show off their food. Can you tell me though? Can you get me the distinct definition of charcuterie? A charcuterie board.
You go to Italy.
I thought it was just really meats, maybe meats and cheeses.
You can add. It's finger foods on a board.
Charcuterie is a specific term with origins reaching as far back as the 15th century France. Literally translated, it means the products of a fancy pork butcher. Modern charcuterie does often include pork, but the definition has widened to reflect the dish served throughout many cultures. But okay, what is okay? What is the difference between a cheese board and a charcuterie board? The main difference between charcuterie and cheese board is their ingredients. Charcuterie basically refers to various meat products.
Babe, you got pictures
while
on the
cheese
side
boards refer to cheeses.
You got pictures on the side panel where you're seeing olives, you're seeing crackers. All of these are part of it.
That says cheese and charcuterie board, and charcuterie is meat, Joe. Charcuterie is meat.
A charcuterie, that's a charcuterie board right there. There's tomatoes on it. There's bread. There's all kinds of stuff on a charcuterie board. It is not just meat and cheese. It can be. That passes as one. But I have rarely seen a charcuterie board worth its salt that is just meat and cheese. Now, back to your question, could I eat it every day? Yes, I absolutely could. And I will say this, okay? You go to Italy, I'll tell you what you're getting at every meal. Okay, you eat in Rome, some of the finest restaurants in the world. That a charcuterie board is hitting that table at the top of every meal before bread and butter.
Are you insane? Are you insane?
Have you been to Rome?
Yeah.
A charcuterie board is not. First of all, charcuterie boards are not free. Bread is complimentary. Okay?
No, I'm not saying it was free.
You're saying it's hitting the table before bread.
I'm saying
in Italy, fresh baked bread is coming out with olive oil.
I'm saying every meal I ate in Italy in a restaurant, it was more or less suggested by the like with the wine. Like, would you like a charcuterie board to start things off? Like, let's get it going.
You know, you brought up Italy. You're out of line. Italy is bread comes out.
Out of line.
Italy's bread with olive oil. That's what comes out first. If you're Italian, that's it.
Ain't bread and butter.
But it's bread. You
Okay,
said charcuterie's coming out before bread and butter.
But
they bring out
ain't
butter
bread and butter.
too.
It ain't bread and
They
butter.
bring out butter and
No,
olive
they
oil.
don't. It's
Yes,
olive
they
oil.
do. They
It's
bring out
olive
butter
oil.
and olive oil.
Not in Rome. Not in Rome. And when in Rome.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the mic, I'm talking taste buds.